So the rumors everywhere was that Flau Jae Johnson was going to be declaring for the WNBA draft. And look, it made sense for her to do that. Flau Jae is somebody whose fame isn't that reliant on her playing at LSU, specifically playing in college. Like, Flau Jae is not like, say, an Olivia Miles, who's going to be the star. Going to be the star and make tons of money with wherever she goes, make tons of money in NIL transfer, and whereas she'd be a bench player in the WNBA. Flau Jae might have been a bench player in the WNBA, if we're being honest. She might have been. And we've got, obviously, now a situation where she's not declaring for the WNBA draft. Like, she was going to be, again, one of the bigger names, possibly the number 2 overall pick, probably the number 2 overall pick, if we're being honest. And there would have been conversations about her going 1. And maybe not conversations about taking her 1, but conversations, if you were Dallas, on maybe, you know, Flau Jae plus 2 firsts for Paige. And that's a debate. That is a legitimate debate, because again, Flau Jae is 2 years younger. But Flau Jae has decided to go back to LSU in that was a surprise. That was absolutely a surprise. So obviously, The Athletic, I clicked on the freaking Athletic. There we go, Sports Illustrated. That's better. And Kim Mulkey and co. continue retooling their roster. Flau Jae Johnson returning to college is big. I don't think they're going to be very good next year. And by very good, I mean maybe they make the Elite 8. There'll be a Sweet 16 Elite 8 team, which is, I don't know. There'll be a ranked team, I guess. Like, when you lose somebody like an Isamara who did so much, like, you have to really, really push. You have to really recruit well, whether it be the transfer portal. My assumption is that they're probably going to bring in Cody McMahon. I think Cody McMahon's the type of player I think Mulkey will get the best out of, and she's supremely talented. Like, at times plays a bit of like point forward, got a decent size, is aggressive. Like, she's somebody that would be very very good for them. But obviously, Flau Jae took time to reflect on the journey. And Flau Jae, basically, the fact that she said she hadn't made her decision, you would have assumed that she was going to, you know, go early. Like, when Olivia Miles said she wasn't sure, when it was expected that she was going to the W, then normally, when you go away from expectation, normally you say, oh, I don't know, you're going away from what the expectation is. And the expectation for Flau Jae was that she was going back, and when she was like, you know what, I don't know. But, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one as well to see. It'll be interesting to see what they do in the transfer portal. Everyone is in the transfer portal right now. Like, I genuinely think that there's going to be players. There's going to be so many players that are going to be available for everyone. Like, she had 18.3 points. There are players that I've never heard of that are probably in the transfer portal on grad transfers that have redshirted years and are able to earn grad transfers, like a Caitlin Chen type players that are like you've never really heard of, that are just superb. Like, those type of players are going to be available. There's size everywhere, there's height everywhere. Just who knows what LSU are paying. That's the reality is that it all comes down to what people are paying. Like, I know Flau Jae is kind of a 1-2-ish, but imagine Olivia Miles goes to LSU. Imagine if they can add Olivia Miles, Cody McMahon to Michaela Williams and Flau Jae. Like, that is just you just need a 6'5" player just inside. Doesn't even have to be that good, just a 6'5" inside player that can just do something. And that starting 5 can become super, super box office. But all signs point to headline 2025-26 roster after making a decision to return to college. I would assume she's not leaving LSU. Like, that would be the most shocking thing. And like, I think the most shocking thing again with Olivia Miles was that she's transferring, because Notre Dame barely are a team anymore. They got 2 players left. Yeah, they got a couple of All-Americans, but like they got two players. They got two players from last year. And at least LSU have more than two. But yeah, this is honestly a surprise because I know she'll make more money. Everyone's like, "Oh, she'll make more money in her rookie contract if she goes next year." Yeah, she'll make about 150K more. And this is Flau Jae Johnson we're talking about. She like 150K. Not that it's no money, but like she'll make that money back. This is Flau Jae. And I did think that it was going to be probably a beneficial thing because she's already signed with a rival to play next year. And I thought that it was almost a given that that was the way it was going to go. Everything pointed towards her going to the W, but no. So she's back in the 2026 draft, which is, I'm trying to think what I would do in 2026. Like Lauren Betts is Lauren Betts. She's a tough player to like rank, but it's all guards. Like that's the weird thing with Flau Jae is like it's all guards up the top. Like Flau Jae is going to be in that top five. Latson's going to be in the top five. Miles is going to be in the top five. Betts is going to be there. Awafam has got probably the most potential. She's like not quite Malonga, but Malonga-esque. And I'm trying to think, is there anyone else in that draft that I can think of off the top of my head? There probably is juniors that I just can't, that I've just kind of forgotten about. But like, you got AZ Fudd who might drop to like 8, 9 in that draft as well. Like with the amount of players going back, it's gonna be a tough one to get that draft position. Whereas I think she was a lock at number 2. But it all just depends on where she wanted to go. Maybe she's doing what might be a smart thing and saying, I'm not falling to 5 for the Valkyries. There are 2 new expansion franchises. There are no way they're giving them picks 5 and 6. They are probably just going to do flat odds. Like, they could well do flat odds lottery. Like, flat odds lottery is something that could happen. Or the 2 new teams have the same odds as the Valkyries, wherever the Valkyries end up. I have no idea. But the fact is that if you go to Portland, if you go to Valkyries, if you go to Toronto, as much as some people don't want to be in Toronto, it's still a big city, and you're the face of the franchise, then it might be better than, say, going this year into the draft to Seattle Storm and being the 5th best player on your team. Or like next year, the expectations are those high picks are probably going to be, the Sky will have a lottery pick somewhere because the Sun aren't making the playoffs. Who else is going to have a lottery pick? The Wings, maybe the Sparks, maybe the Sky, the Dream. They're all kind of at the same level. One of those teams. The worst team is going to be by far the Valkyries, and the Mystics are tanking. So I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that is the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.